What's going on, my people? It's the MMA Boxing Addicts channel. We got some live PFL for you guys today. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Brett Primus is fighting right now. Brett Primus is on top of Sensi right now, you guys. From what I've seen, we're barely tuning in right now. We're barely getting off work right now, my friends. So we're going to go ahead and get started, man. We haven't smoked yet. We haven't drank yet. We haven't nothing yet. Hold on, my friends. Check it out, man. Hold on. All right. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah, Brent Primus is on top right now, you guys. It's already round 3. So far, we have some great news, man. Aaron Jeffrey got the win in absolutely beautiful fashion. I'm super happy about that. I'm stoked about that win, man. We're a minute and 15 seconds left in the round 3 between Brett Primus and Sensi, my friends. See what's going on right here. Antonio Caruso versus Robert Whaley already fought. Aaron Jeffrey versus Murad already fought. Did Mike Shippen versus Josh Severio already fight? Because we're on Brett Primus versus Vinci. Then we got Clay Collard, Alfie Davis next, Impa Edwards. Oh, man, I can't wait for this, man. I can't wait for this card. This is an exciting card, you guys. PFL middleweights, PFL lightweights. We're starting a little bit late today, but hey, it is what it is, my buddies. We had work today as Brett Primus is in the driver's seat right now, you guys. Let me look for some last-minute things real quick. Let me see. Last-minute things real quick, you guys. Let's check over here. We haven't even ate yet, my friend. We haven't even ate yet. If you're barely tuning in, man, Brett Primus is on. He got the back right now of Sensi. This is already third round with 10 seconds left, my boys. Hey. Brett Primus just submitted in the last 3 seconds, you guys. Wow. Wow. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. We're looking for my other phone. Where could it be? Is it on the couch? Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, we got the phone in. All right, we got the phone in. Hold on. Let me grab something from my car quick.
Nice job now. You watch him steer it back here. He's got it in deep. Swims that arm through. Slides in, locks it into position. Right here, 8 seconds left in the fight right here. You're going to see Sensei gets in deep, and there's the tap. We'll make this one official next.
Let me see. Hell yeah, let's go, you guys. Let's go, man. Again, we don't have the computer today, you guys, so we have to go live like this, man. Hopefully it's all right. Hopefully today's a good stream. Now, let me go ahead and check this out. Let me see what's going on right here. Where's my laptop at? Let me get my laptop ready. Hold on, you guys. Here we go, man. Here we go. Usually we're on the computer, you guys, but as everybody knows who's been watching me recently, we haven't been able to go live on the computer because we bought a new computer and it turns out to be super bad quality, my friends. So, it is what it is. Guys, the shorts videos, the shorts live are a little bit tougher, man. Hopefully it has a little bit of success today. Let's see how this goes. Aaron Jeffrey already got the win. We have him coming in live. Next week, we're going to have an interview with Aaron Jeffrey, my friends, and he already got the win tonight. Absolutely amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and log into my computer real quick, man. I believe Clay Collard is going to be fighting Alfie Davis next. I believe so. All right, let's see. Let's see right here, my friends.
PFL World Tournament is brought to you by Bose, the official sound of the PFL, and by Takedown.
Hell yeah, you guys. Yep, we confirmed. Aaron Jeffrey, I'm looking at the messages right now. He is coming on again this week, you guys, for the interview. So I'm super excited about that. He took out Murad today in a split decision win. It is what it is, and hey.
Tonight's main event is headlined by 2023 PFL Light Heavyweight Champion, Impa Kasanganay.
Let me see. Tapology, PFL tournament.
Elements, post-fight steps, zero sugar hydration, official hydration partner of the PFL.
Here we go. Here we go, my friends. Brett Primus just submitted CC with literally 10 seconds to go in the last round if you're barely tuning in right now. We're going to go ahead and look at the rest of the fight cards. We're late. Guys, we had work today, but we're barely getting off. PFL's on today. It's Friday night. There's no UFC going on. Hey, let's see how this goes today, my guys. Again, we had Aaron Jeffrey. We needed Aaron Jeffrey to win, and he got the victory. I'm so stoked about that because now he's in the semifinals, and we are going to be having Aaron Jeffrey live for an interview during the weekend. So, if you guys want to ask Aaron Jeffrey anything, subscribe to the channel, my guys. We will be having him in live next week. Hey, I can't wait for that, guys. I can't wait for that. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up the card right now on Topology. Look at that. Brett Primus moves on. He's going to face the winner between Clay Collard and Alfie Davis, you guys. Then you got Gary going up against Mark DeKeezy later on. And then you got Mads Burnell versus J.J. Wilson. Now, I think... Let me see. Hold on. All right, we're in.
That was an incredible fight. Short notice opponent, a tough individual. I saw you go over and kind of commiserate with him. What's your message to him? Because, I mean, he's at a different stage of his career. What would be your advice to him?
Hold on, you guys.
Man, you are so damn tough.
Look at Brent Primus, man. 16-4 record advances to the lightweight semifinals, you guys. Now that's cool. All right, hold on, man. Come on, dude. My computer's acting all slower now, dude.
Great words. Great words. How did that feel for you? I mean, you're coming in here as one of the veterans of the division. A lot of people with eyes on you expecting you to at least get to the final, if not win the whole thing. How you feeling? I feel great, you know.
All right, hold on. Let me pull my phone up instead because this computer's taking way too long. Like I said, man, we got that new computer and it sucks, dude. Never buying a computer like that again. All right, here we go, man. Let me see what's going on right here. Like I said, we're just getting off of work, man. It's pretty... The card already started. I thought it started at 4, but it already started, my guys. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right, so far, we've had the Josh Averio fight against Mike Shipman yet? No, he hasn't, huh? Oh, I'm excited about that fight. I'm excited about Mike Shipman versus Josh Averio. You guys know Josh Averio is coming from the light heavyweight division. He's making his middleweight debut, guys. And this is a guy who, he is an Arizona D1 state wrestling guy. He comes from American Top Team, where I believe his dad is one of the coaches, you guys. Josh, you know, he's a tough fighter. He's already faced Impa, another guy who's competing in the same tournament. He's faced him twice. He wasn't able to beat him. There was times where he was getting taken down against a guy like Impa. And Impa's not even he's not even a D1 wrestler at all, you guys. Hey, the thing about Josh Averio is him in the light heavyweight division, I felt like he just was physically always never in the driving position. How can you say that? Like, every single time he fought, he always came not out of shape, but he just wasn't the rippedest person. He has a bunch of fat on him. He is making his debut at the middleweight division now. So, again, it's going to be interesting. And everybody's always said that they thought that he deserved to be in the middleweight division in the first place. Because, like I said, he's not the most rippedest guy. He was kind of fat already, you guys. So, that's going to be a good fight, man. Let me pull it up right here on the notes. Yeah, Mike Shipman. He's born in England. He's a former Bellator veteran competing in Bellator. starting in 2016, was on a 5-fight win streak before losing to Castaño and Fabian Edwards, you guys. After that loss, he was able to get a win, but then lost again to Gabriel Barbin in 2022. Since then, he's won 3 in a row. His most recent win is when he knocked out Abdul Salala by KO in round 2. Guys, yeah, he dropped him in 5 seconds and out-wrestled him. Second round, early takedown, then gave him that flying knee. Vicious. Now I'm trying to remember. I remember now. Mike Shipman is relentless, you guys. He dominated his last fight. I think he's going to win this fight. I believe he's an underdog. I think he is like, what, a plus 200? I'm not sure. Josh Severio is the favorite going into this. But, guys, there is a possibility that Mike Shipman wins this fight, man. I would like to call him he is like the Marab of the PFL. That's what I would say. He's like the Marab of PFL, man. But Josh Severio, former D1 wrestling, is fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida. Coming off that unanimous decision loss to INPA 2024. Yep, a rematch once fought 2023 at the finals. Yeah, this is a guy, Josh Severio, who's competed in the finals, you guys. He's competed in the finals against Mike Shipman. He's already competed in the finals against INPA. So, like I said, dude, before that, he has a win over Sadar Busai, and it was an injury, freakish kind of thumb win. But, hey, this is going to be hella interesting, man. This is going to be a good fight. Then you got Brent Primus already beat Sensi, so people had bets on that. You guys already cashed in. You got Clay Collard versus Alvy Davis. Now, in this fight, I'm picking Clay Collard to win this fight, you guys. I think Alfie Davis is a phenomenal striker. This man, he is a good striker, don't get me wrong. But I do think he could get hit. He kind of has like a Lyoto Machida style mixed with a little bit of Sage Northcutt. I mean, this guy does get hit. Clay Collard, man, you know this guy's a former boxer. This guy has competed on cards with Canelo. Yes, Canelo has fought guys, dude. This guy has competed on the same cards, boxing in fights. Everybody knows that his forte is boxing. But, dude, don't underestimate his wrestling. This is a guy who's been competing in MMA for a long time. He's a former, look at that, PFL debut. He made his PFL debut against Anthony Pettis, dude. Man, this is going to be such a good fight. He has some legendary fights, bro. Former UFC fighter, dude. Legendary fights, man. Gabriel Benitez, Max Holloway, Diego Trader. He beat Shane Burgos, Stevie Ray, Patricky. This is gonna be a good fight, dude. I think Mike Shipman's gonna win this fight. Now I don't know who I'm going for Mike Shipman in this fight. Screw it. Let's go for the underdog, man. Let's go for the underdog, you guys. Come on, Mike Shipman. Guys, it's cool as hell that Aaron Jeffrey got the win earlier, man. He's gonna be on this week live for the thing, and I can't wait for that, dude. I cannot wait for that. I can't wait to speak to Aaron Jeffrey, see how things are going on, see how he felt after the split decision win that he got today, man. Hey, I'm so happy for that. He's going to be going up in the semifinals now, man. I think he's going to be facing the winners out of, I believe, Dalton Rosta and Sadabu Sai. So, guys, Sadabu Sai, great striker, but this is a dude that can get taken down, man. And Aaron Jeffrey has already beaten Dalton Rosta. So can you imagine, dude? Aaron Jeffrey's in the semifinals, and I'm telling you right now, I think Sadabu Sai is going to beat Dalton Rosta. And if that doesn't happen, Aaron Jeffrey, this guy could be going to the finals, man. He could be going to the finals. Aaron Jeffrey in the finals all the way, my friends. I'm calling it right now. Like I said, I think he's gonna go to the finals, bro. I think Dalton Rosta and freaking Dalton Rosta. Who's he fighting? Dalton Rosta versus. I just said his name right now. Sadabu Sai. There you go, bro. I don't think either Sadabu Sai or Dalton Rosta could beat Aaron Jeffrey, man. I think Aaron Jeffrey might be in the prime of his career right now. His striking is getting better as the fights go on. Man, I'm hyped up for this, dude. I'm so hyped up. Now I just want to see who Aaron Jeffrey's going to be facing up against now. It's going to be super interesting. We haven't even got to hit our first bowl yet, you guys. Let me go ahead and get my weed and get my stuff going on, man. A lot of news going on in the UFC, bro. A lot of news. Who's Taporia going to fight, dude? I think, honestly, off of everything that's going on, you've seen Taporia with the Joe Rogan podcast. You've seen him with the PBD podcast. I got a feeling that Poirier is going to be fighting Charles Oliveira next. You know, we dropped that prediction little main card release for UFC 317, and like I said, man, I got a feeling Ilia Topuria is going to be fighting Charles Oliveira in his next fight. I don't know why. I just feel like the now listen. The smart move is to put Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria for the lightweight championship fight of the world. Why? Because there's so much money to be made in that fight. I mean, this is a pay-per-view that can be the highest selling pay-per-view since John Jones' return, since an old Conor McGregor fight. I mean, dude, and this card would be ridiculous. Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. I mean, dude, but I think the UFC, what they're trying to do, I think they're trying to squeeze as much lemon out of, squeeze as much juice out of the lemon as they can. As in, they're trying to give Topuria another match against Charles Oliveira. Why? Because that could be a main event in itself, right? Now they're playing with fire here, though. It's like they're gambling, bro. They're gambling when it comes down to this, because if they make that fight with Topuria and Charles Oliveira, if Topuria beats Charles Oliveira, then A1. The UFC hit the lotto with setting that fight up, because now you just made money off of Topuria and Charles Oliveira, and now you're going to make double the amount of money because of the hype behind Ilia Topuria going into that fight with Islam Makhachev. But like I said, they're playing with fire, because there's a big... By the way, you guys, Mike Shipman's about to fight right now, you guys. He's about to take on Josh Severio, who's coming down from the light heavyweight division to the middleweight division, you guys. You know, this is a guy who competed in the 2023 finals against Impa, but got dominated, you guys, and lost that fight. But like I was saying, man, I think what the UFC is trying to do is they're trying to squeeze the lemon for a little bit more juice, man. And I think, like, it's gambling. You're playing with fire, man. If Topuria loses a fight against Charles Oliveira, if Topuria loses against Charles Oliveira, you guys just lost out on one of the biggest pay-per-view selling fights in the history of the UFC, in a time when we need it most right now. As you guys have been saying and everybody's been talking about in the UFC, it seems like they're starting to steer not towards the fans. It seems like Dana White is starting to pick and choose his fights. Let me know in the comments and like the video, my friends. Hey, shout out to you, my boy. I don't know what language that is to you, but subscribe to my channel, man. From Fresno, California. Love, my brother. Love. But like I was saying, dude, I think the UFC is trying to play with fire by throwing Topuria in there with any other fighter. Now, if Topuria wins, the UFC hit the lotto, because they hit the money bag, and now they're going to hit it with Islam. But all I'm saying is, if Topuria loses this fight against any other fighter other than Islam Makhachev, you have just erased one of the biggest opportunities in UFC history. That being said, Topuria, I believe, deserves a title shot. I believe you either give it to Topuria or you give it to Arman Tsoukian. I believe you have to give it to one of those guys, man. I mean, Charles Oliveira, this guy, you know, he's coming off that win over Michael Chandler, but at the same time, he's already lost. He's already lost twice to Islam Makhachev. So why would you set that fight up again? You know, I mean, who is Islam going to fight next? He's already wiped out the division. He's beat every single person who's fought in that division. Topuria makes sense. And if it's not Topuria, then I'm saying Arman Tsoukian, my friends. I think you give it to Arman Tsoukian or you give it to Topuria. Now, there is talks of Islam Makhachev. All right, guys, we're going to start the fight right now. So we'll go ahead and get back into UFC right after this fight, you guys. Mike Shipman, the underdog, taking on Josh Severio, you guys. And hey, Arizona State D1 college wrestler. Do not forget that about this guy. What's up, Billy Jackson? Shout out to you, my boy. Subscribe to the channel. Usually we're on a computer, man. Usually we got the computer going on and we got the background set up. We got fighters going on, this and that, but my computer shut down. Today was payday, but I actually have to go tomorrow to pick up the computer, you guys, because we had to go live for the video today, so we're on here. Shout out to you, Billy Jackson. Let me go ahead and get my shot glass out, because there's a lot of new names right here, and I don't know who these people are, But if you subscribe to the channel, I'm taking a shot for you, my boy. And hey, Aaron Jeffrey got the win over Murad earlier. So, hey, Aaron Jeffrey is going to be joining the stream during the week next week. We already talked about it yesterday. I was literally texting Aaron Jeffrey, telling him good luck, this and that. And if he gets the win this weekend, is he going to be back on during the week to do another live interview with us? He confirmed. Yes, my friend. So if you're new and you got questions for Aaron Jeffrey, who's competing in the semifinals for the PFL, subscribe. Subscribe, you guys. Love the energy, and you seem like an honest man. Dana for sure is picking his own fights and rigging scorecards. Hey, not only is he rigging scorecards and he's picking his own fights, but he's telling the referees what to do in these fights, dude. You see, what I've noticed is you got the referees going to the locker rooms, and they're literally telling the fighters that if you guys are on the floor or if you guys are up against the fence and not that much action is going to happen, then I am going to have to stop it pretty quickly. And they're letting them know that pretty quick, as I have a feeling Dana White has already spoken to all the referees in the UFC. And I think they're making a point on stopping wrestling and stopping, just dominant wrestlers in the UFC. I think it surprises me. It pisses me off as Josh Severio is holding Mike Shipman up against the fence right now, you guys. It pisses me off. We'll talk about it right now. Let me get into the commentary. We're going to get into that, my friends. Yeah, and the rules and the continuing to change. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I think what I was going to say is it surprises me is because this is UFC, bro. This is mixed martial arts. And it seems like Dana White is starting to steer towards boxers and stand-up fighting. Hey, as a UFC fan and as an MMA fan, I have no problem with any of it. Torrance Finney's performance the other day, I know it was a boring fight, but hey, if you can't get off the fence, if you can't do anything about it, then you shouldn't be into the ring with that level of a grappler. I know a lot of people dislike it, but hey, it's part of the trade, my friends. It's part of the trade, man. Look at Severio. So right now you got Mike Shipman. He's holding Severio up against the cage, you guys. With 3 minutes to go, so far it looked like Josh Severio was in the driver's position. Let's see if he's able to work himself off the cage right here. And you love the energy. Seem like an honest man. Shout out to you, my boy. Hey, if you watch the channel, I'm a fun guy. I try to be exciting. Usually our streams are a lot better than this. I literally just got off work and took a shower. We're usually drinking. We're usually turning up. But hey, shout out to you, my boy. Check out my songs. Check out my songs. Got a little playlist. Got a little Sugar Sean O'Malley motivational song. The thing about me, man, is I've been at the bottom, bro. I've been at the bottom. I've been, in the streets, tweaking and just losing everything, dude. And it took me a couple years to snap out of it. I had my son, and I changed my life, man. And we're here now. I'm doing live commentary because I grew up watching boxing and MMA. But finally, things have gotten great in my life, and we've gotten money, opportunities, and we're here, my friend Billy. So hey, shout out to you, my boy, for tuning in. Enjoying my friend. So far, I've barely got 500 subscribers about a couple of days ago, and I've got 0 people to join. 0 people to join. I don't know if it's even available or if it's even an option to actually join the channel. But anyways, subscribe, my friends. I'm gonna be waiting until I get my first member on the channel. Can't wait. Combat sports can save a man. 100%, bro. 100%. I'm big on it. Right here in your hood areas where you grow up with a lot of gangs and stuff like that, I think boxing and MMA gyms are saviors. I think you have, like right here, bro, it's so bad right here where I live. You put a boxing gym where I live, all these guys who are in the streets and fightings are going to take it to the gym and possibly make something out of themselves, man. I'm so big on that, bro. Because we got a lot of talent right here where I'm from. We have a lot of talent, a lot of guys that can fight, a lot of guys who are street fighting all the time. But there's no opportunities here. There's no opportunities, man. Right here, guys. Severio's holding Shipman up against the cage right now. I mean, Mike Shipman's holding Severio up against the cage right now. Ooh, Severio's trying to knock in a ninja choke. I think he got it. He had it, and it forced Shipman to scramble to the floor and get out of it, but now Severio's on top, full mount position, my friends. Wow. Severio's on top of Shipman right now, you guys. This is bad. Oh, look at this, though. Wow, are you kidding me? I don't know. Severio trying to get up. Shipman just starts reaching for knees, grabs the double, and he gets caught in the guillotine. Severio has him in a deep guillotine. Dude, I think he's going to tap. 5 seconds left, bro. 5, 4, 3. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? 2, 1. Jesus. Dude. Man, dude. Oliveira was so close in tapping Mike Shipman. If there was 10 seconds left in that round, he would have got him. He would have got him, dude. Hey, that was crazy right there. Mike Shipman, the underdog, guys. He almost got submitted right there. I would say it was a 50-50 round. That was a close round, my guys. Close round. Love to hear your story, and big shout out to you for being a father, rich in spirit, and is always better. Hey, man. Shout out to you, Billy. Hey, man. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Appreciate you being here, you guys. But yeah, like I said, man, let me get my bottle, man. But yeah, man, I'm just a hard-working blue-collar kid, man. I hang drywall for a living. I grew up humble, man. I grew up with a single mom. And she taught me a lot about the world and treat everybody with respect. And you'll be treated with respect back. And that's how I am, dude. I'm cool with everybody, dude. Here we go. Check it out. This is what we're sipping today, my friend Billy Jackson. Hey, since you're tuning in right now, you're chilling, my boy. I'm going to hit a shot for you right here, dude. I'm sure. What's up, Angel? Huh? Yeah, Roblox are you? Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Say what's up. So, guys. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Oh, wait, 1 minute turn. All right, here we go, you guys. All right, Billy Jackson. Here we go. We're in round 2 right now, man. Mike Shipman right here. Coming forward with a 1-2 on Severio. But yeah, dude. Dana White's crazy. Dana White's getting wild, man. Dana White, I don't know if he's starting to change a little bit. I don't know if he's starting to get a little old. But it seems like something's happening with Dana White. I think he's fed up with the wrestlers that's going down right now and the wrestling that's going down in the UFC. I think he's a little fed up with the champions. And I also think he's a little fed up with the level of how can you say, like, the level of competition when it comes. I just think there's not enough United States fighters right now, man. In the UFC, we have one champion that's representing the USA, and that's John Jones. And I wonder if Dana White is starting to get a little pissed off. We're going to get into Dana White and Movsar Evloev in a little bit, and my argument where I think Dana White is starting to change a little bit. I think the age is starting to get to him, and I think he's starting to get tired of wrestling. Movsar Evloev is a great example of that. Look at Oliveira, man. So Severio is beating Shipman right now with great striking. Nice little front kick right there from Severio. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in round 2. Mike Shipman coming forward with a wild left hook. Misses by a mile. Right hand left hook from Mike Shipman. And he pushes Severio up against the cage, man. I kind of predicted this in this fight, you guys. I felt like it could have been a wrestling match between both guys. Again, you got Arizona State wrestler Severio, and then you got Mike Shipman. Severio coming out of American Top Team. Hell yeah, man. Here we go. Check it out. UFC shot glass. UFC shot glass, my guys. Let's pour it up. We'll take a baby one for right now. We'll take a baby shot. Billy Jackson, if you're watching right now, my boy, this is for you. Wherever you're from, my friend. Ooh. Woo. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Ooh, that was a dirty shot right there, bro. Hey, it's some Mexican liquor. I bought it for the PFL. No, I bought it for which one did I buy it for? For UFC Mexico City. Yeah, I bought it for UFC Mexico City. Brandon Moreno versus Steve Erceg. Yep, we got the Hanseado. Yep, specifically Mexican beer just for that Mexican card, you guys. But like I said, man, Mike Shipman in the driver's seat right now. He's holding Severio up against the cage. I see some bleeding from Severio's face right now. Pretty tough fight to score. You know, the first round, I wasn't really scoring it correctly because we were talking about Dana White and we were talking about things going on in the UFC. But so far, it seems like Mike Shipman is in the driver's seat. Look at him. Oh, he got the takedown. But nope. But Severio reverses him. So Mike Shipman gets the outside trips him to the floor. But as they fall down, Severio does a great job of ending up on top. And now he's in full guard position with 1 minute and 20 seconds to work. Let's see what he can do. You know, but in the last 20 seconds in the last round, he almost submitted Mike Shipman with that guillotine. With a minute left in this round, let's see what Severio could do, you guys. Let's see what he could do. What about Cain Velasquez, dude? Free Cain Velasquez, man. Free Cain Velasquez. That's my boy. Underrated. I think Cain Velasquez is underrated. I don't think enough people speak about his name as much as they should when they talk about greatest heavyweight fighters of all time. How can you not put Cain Velasquez in there, man? What he did to Brock Lesnar, what Brock Lesnar was when he was in the UFC, and then Cain Velasquez going in there and doing what he did to him. I mean, dude, I've never seen Brock Lesnar dominated like that before by anybody. Cain Velasquez being the first Mexican American-born heavyweight fighter champion. I mean, dude, he's a legend. He's an iconic guy. You know, I ask people from work where I work with a bunch of Paisa guys, man, some guys from the border, man. And I ask them, do you know who Cain Velasquez is? And they surprisingly do. As Severio takes down Mike Shipman with the last 10 seconds to go, you guys. I think Severio is winning this fight 2-0. I got Severio winning 2-0, my guys. Hey, it's crazy that Megan Olivia's pregnant right now, dude. I was thinking about dropping a video called Did Conor McGregor Get Megan Olivia Pregnant? Did Conor McGregor get Megan Olivia pregnant? I wanted to make a video like that, but then I was thinking like how I was gonna pull up evidence for it. It was just like I was just like, hell nah, that's just overdoing it. But it would be ridiculously funny, bro. It'd be ridiculously funny, and if I had some evidence to back it up, like if we could create some type of narrative where Conor McGregor was in the same hotel or something as Megan Olivia at a certain amount of time, then I think we could start that. Did Conor McGregor get Megan Olivia pregnant? But nah, my boys, nah. I believe she's married to is it Joseph Benavidez? I think so. I may be mistaken. Former UFC fighter. Pretty crazy, man. But here we go. Round 3, man, in a super close fight. What did you guys think of that Grand Prix boxing tournament that went on the other day, man? I think it was yesterday, they had the Grand Prix tournament for boxing where they have, I think, a couple fighters from every single country representing them. I didn't get to watch any of the fights for the Grand Prix, but I did watch the first one, and I wasn't impressed at all, man. I wasn't impressed at all. As Shipman puts the pressure right here. Look at this, man. Mike Shipman's style is horrible. I don't like the way he fights. He's from London, huh? He is. He is from London, huh? Let me see. Where's Mike Shipman from? I'm telling you right now that he is not from the USA. I could just tell by his stance and the way he's fighting right now that Mike Shipman is probably a London guy. He's from England. Yeah, he's from England. That's what I expected. Look at the way Mike Shipman bounces, bro. He has the smallest, ugliest little bounce that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it looks like, I'm not even playing around. He looks like a 1970s boxer. You know how the boxers looked back in the days? They looked a little funky. They looked a little silly. That's how Mike Shipman looks right now. And tell me, if you're watching right now, from the back, Mike Shipman is like an oversized Alexander Volkanovski, dude. I like the mullet. I like the mullet that Severio has going on right now, too. Check it out. Mullet gang over here, man. Nice little inside knee from Severio as he's holding Mike Shipman right here in the middle of the cage. Clinch position. Let's see what both fighters are doing. Oh, inside trip attempt from Severio. He gets it. He gets it. Arizona State Division I wrestler, American top team coach, son, Severio, Josh Severio, has just taken down Shipman with 3 minutes left in round 3. If you guys have bets on this fight, get ready to cash them for Severio, because I believe that's who is going to win, man. I believe it. Here we go. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Severio on full guard. Doing a great job from the top right now. If you're barely tuning in too, my guys, subscribe to the channel, man. Leave a like. Leave a like. I have 0 likes right now. Somebody leave a like, my guys. Somebody leave a like. Look at this. Severio on top, landing ground and pound on top of Shipman. Nice little right hand right there from Severio. I just think Severio's just fought the better level of opponents, man. And he is also coming from the light heavyweight division. Coming from the light heavyweight division, dude, and he was fat. When he was in the light heavyweight division, he looked chunky. He looked like some guy out of the alley. One of the homies or something like that. So yeah, man. This is going to be a good win for Severio, man. And I think this is a new journey and a new weight class for him. I think he's going to enjoy it. Who's fighting after this, man? This fight's kind of boring. It's already the 3rd round. Severio's on top of him right now. Not much going on. But, hey, Severio got the win, man. He got the win. I think he got it, man. Hey, shout out to whoever liked the video, you guys. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. What are your guys' Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates predictions? Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates predictions. Who do you guys think is going to win that fight, man? What's up, Brian Woodois? Shout out to you, my boy, Brian. Shout out to you, man. We're right here live commentating right now. You got Mike Shipman versus Josh Severio. And Severio's just absolutely dominating Shipman right now, dude. I got it 3-0. He's on top right now, looking to lock up a Darth. Man, half mount, landing ground and pound. Amazing. Okay, Brian, so you got Ian by submission. Bro, I've been seeing a lot of people picking Ian Gary to win this fight. I've seen everywhere. I've seen on so many different channels people picking Ian Gary to win this fight. Now, I understand why people are picking Ian Gary, especially coming off that fight with Rachmanov in a fight that I felt like Shavkat kind of got exposed a little bit. Guys, Ian Gary lost that fight, but to me, it wasn't a bad performance at all. But that being said, before we get into it, another interesting thing about these fighters is they are both training, I believe, at a Rio de Janeiro, but different gyms. Yes, their gyms are almost like rivals, my guys. The 2 gyms coming out of Brazil. You know, Ian Gary, he resides in Brazil. He's an Ireland boy, but he married his Brazilian wife, and everybody knows what's up with his wife. I heard his wife was a player. I heard she got a book about how to have 2 different husbands at the same time. But I don't want to get into that. I don't want to disrespect Ian Gary and his love life. That's his choice. If she's a player and she's the dog and she's 20 years older than Ian Gary, then hey, my boy, it is what it is, my boy. If you like it, you like it. But I like Ian Gary too. He's a very respectful person. He treats himself with respect. He holds himself high. He's a great father. You see him with the son. A father that's not afraid to live with your wife and his ex-baby daddy. Hey, shout out to Ian Gary for that, because I know as a father, I would never be able to be doing all that. I'll be like, get that fool out of here. I ain't even trying to be in the same position. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's really smart and underrated. Yeah, man. So like I said, I don't get the hate that Ian Gary gets towards him. I think everything that happened with his wife, I think everybody's looking at it the wrong way. I think he's a great, great dad. I think that's what it is. He's a great dad, and he's a great father, and it doesn't matter what people say and what people think. He's going to stand for what he believes in, and he's going to stay in love with a girl that he loves. Don't matter if she's a hoe or whatever. I've always been a fan of Ian Gary. I've always been a fan of him. I like Conor McGregor. I like Ireland fighters. I like Ian Gary. But let me show you guys something real quick. And shout out to you, Brian. I don't know if I've ever seen you on here before. Like the channel, man. Subscribe, baby. And I truly appreciate it, my boy. Let me get my pipe real quick. This is why I might be picking Carlos Prates to beat Ian Gary. Guys, this is why. Let me pull it out. Hold on. Where is it at? Why is it that Carlos Prates is going to beat Ian Gary to me? Okay. Well, it looks... Oh, shit. I almost fell. All right, right here. Let me pull it out, my friend. The man, Carlos Prates. He ain't your regular guy. He ain't your regular homie. He ain't this mediocre nerd guy. Oh, look. Yes, sir. He already knows. Brian already knows, except we don't smoke cigarettes over here. I have no problem with it. If you smoke cigarettes, I don't think that's bad. I like cigarettes, bro. I used to smoke them all the time. Now, I don't smoke them right now because I'm a pot smoker. Let me show you guys what's up, man. Let me show you guys what's up. The winner by unanimous decision between Mike Shipman and Josh Severio is Josh Severio. From the light heavyweight division, making his middleweight debut, Josh Severio advances to the middleweight semifinals, you guys. But let me show you what's up. Let me show you guys what I'm smoking on. Oh, man. Oh, cookies, baby. Let's go. Here we go. All right, so what was I? All right, so this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about right now. Carlos Prates. I think the man is going to win the fight, man. I'm a big fan of Carlos Prates because the guy's not afraid to be who he is. The guy will smoke cigarettes. He says he smokes 15 a day. Now, I don't think that's the healthiest for you, but again, I don't think it's going to affect you that much unless it gets into the later rounds. And this is, I believe, his first 5-round fight that he is going to be fighting Ian Gary in. Now, that's interesting because Prates has been knocking everybody out, finishing everybody. First round, just killing everybody, bro. And I believe if he doesn't finish Ian Gary in the first or second round, what kind of Carlos Prates are we going to be getting? Can he carry that power into the 4th and 5th round? Brian, let me know in the chat right now. Do you guys think that Carlos Prates carries the same power in the 4th and 5th round as he does in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? Because if he does, then this is a dangerous fight for Ian. Because if Ian starts to slow down at any times, and Ian puts himself up against the cage, because you know Ian likes to use that footwork. You know he likes to bounce around the cage. You know he likes to stay behind the jab, stay tall. Ian Garrett with the 1-2, fighting from Ireland. I mean, this guy is completely amazing. Guys, but his style is the type of style you see it in boxing all the time where if you put pressure up against this guy and you are able to cut off the cage and you can't stop the takedowns, bro, I think Carlos Prates will be destruction for Ian Gary. Just imagine right now, Ian Gary up against the cage, okay? Circling around. All right, circling around. Jab. He's jabbing, right? Boom, boom, jabbing. 1-2, boom, circling around, right? If there's ever a point where he gets up into the cage like Shavkat Rakhmonov had him, I don't think Carlos Prates is going to try to clinch up with him. I don't think he's going to try to grapple with him because Ian Gary is the better grappler. But it is very possible that he's going to be holding him up against there and he's going to be throwing his body shots. Boom, boom, boom. His combos. Boom, boom. And every single time, Ian Gary has to get out of that cage. He has to get out of the void. And because Carlos Prates, he puts anybody in that void and he fights at his distance, bro, absolutely not. Ian will grapple. Ian will make it boring. That's what I'm saying. So Carlos needs to stop the takedowns because if he is able to put Ian Gary up against the cage, cut off the ring, and start landing combos, that's why I said the grappling is going to be important because then it's going to force Ian Gary to shoot. And this guy has been training at Pseudo Box, Diego Lima, training with Charles Oliveira. He can shoot a takedown better than a lot of D1 wrestlers. I mean, Ian Gary has great timing when it comes to his takedowns. The question is, will he be able to take down Protez? Honestly, bro, I think he can. I think as I'm speaking here with Watch Clown Show, subscribe to the channel, by the way, man. Hit the like button. I only got one person who hit the like button so far. Guys, I just got out of work. We started the live stream a little bit late today. We're on the phone. Usually we're on the computer. We got the background and everything. Hey, show a little bit of love to your boy, man. Show a little bit of love to your boy, my boys. But, hey, I do see where Ian Gary could win this fight, man. I do see it. I just have a feeling that Protez is going to win this fight. But again, I chose Diego Lopez to beat Alexander Volkanovski. We went 4-1 on the main card, and we only missed 3 of the prelim cards. We went 4-1 all the way to the main event. And I picked Diego Lopez to beat Volkanovski. So the same thing. I'm sitting here right now, and I'm saying I'm picking Protez to beat Ian Gary because of power. The same reason why I picked Diego Lopez, it could come back and bite me in the ass. It can. It bit me in the ass with Diego Lopez, even though Diego Lopez almost had him knocked out in the second round. It still bit me in the ass. So as I sit here and I say to myself, I believe Carlos Protez is going to win this fight because he has the striking advantage. He has the more power. Bro, we needed this matchup. As a fan of the UFC, us fans, we've been calling for a lot of fights, man. We're not getting the Taporia versus Islam fight. We're not getting the Mosvar versus Alexander Volkanovski fight, even though everybody believes that Mosvar Evloev deserves that shot. I mean, look at the guy's resume. He's beat Diego Lopez, beat Dan Ige, Dan Hook. I mean, what's his name? Arnold Allen. I mean, Mosvar Evloev has been phenomenal. Wait, the Wi-Fi network does not appear to be connected to the internet. Do you want to temporarily use cellular data? Oh, what happened to my internet? Hold on. My TV just turned off. Oh, man. What the hell? Hold on, you guys. My bad, man. Let me technical difficulties right here. I'm over here trying to talk about UFC and PFL and my fucking internet. What the hell's going on over here, my boys? Let's turn on my TV back on real quick. Man, what the hell happened over here? All right, let me see. I think we're good. Hold on. Unbelievable, my friends. Unbelievable. I hate you, Sally. What are you talking about, bro? We got the Wi-Fi, man. Okay. I think it's back on. It's back on. All right. We're Gucci, man. We're Gucci in this bitch, baby. But like I was saying, what were we talking about? What were we just talking? Oh, Mosvar Evloev. Man, how behind am I? Let me go back and then let me come back in. We're talking about Mosvar Evloev right now. And does he deserve a title shot? Personally, as a UFC fan and an MMA fan, I do believe Mosvar deserves a title shot, especially when you look at the fighters he's been fighting. But the threat of a takedown will make Ian look better on the feet. Hey, could be true. Could be true, man. You're right. It could be true. Ian Gary could go in there because everybody's expecting the takedown. Hey, this is a phenomenal matchup, dude. Because Ian Gary's striking has proven to be relentless against everybody. It's proven to be good. It's proven to be good. But now you got an actual Brazilian kickboxing world champion in a guy like Carlos Protez, dude. Such an interesting fight. But like I was saying, Mosvar Evloev. Okay. Dana White, all of a sudden, man, is just starting to become like my grandpa. I mean, he's becoming like an old head, one of those type of dudes that isn't taking any more crap, and let alone isn't even taking anybody's ideas anymore. I think that the UFC is out to get Mosvar Evloev. I don't think the UFC wants Mosvar as a champion, and I truly don't believe that fight is going to happen next. Even though you got guys like Volkanovski who's saying that he should fight next. You got everybody in the UFC who's saying Mosvar Evloev should fight next. But I do not believe it's gonna happen. Even though it should, and everybody's predicting it, guys, I think Dana White has a certain hatred for Mozvar Evolov. Seriously, dude. I seriously do. I don't think he likes the guy, and I don't think he wants him to be world champion. I don't think they want to give Mozvar Evolov a championship fight, running a risk that your new featherweight champion of the world could be Mozvar. Especially in the time right now when UFC stars are just thirsting for fame. I mean, you got Marab Dvalishvili. Okay, he's famous. He just beat Sugar Sean O'Malley. Alexander Pantoja cannot sell a pay-per-view for crap. I mean, Pantoja, dude, he can't sell a pay-per-view for crap. I think Nate Diaz versus me does bigger pay-per-views than Alexander Pantoja, all right? And not just that. Who else do we got as champions? Belal Muhammad. Okay, I love the UFC, bro. We all know who all these fighters are, but Belal, another guy who's not the most exciting type of fighter. Bro, I think Dana White's sick, man. I think he's sick. It's the business thing like Mighty Mouse in the past, but I think he will get it. It is a business thing, man. Speaking of Mighty Mouse, did you see Mighty Mouse and Ilia Topuria give his thoughts on Mighty Mouse on the Joe Rogan podcast? I see a lot of people reacting to that. Here, let's take this ball real quick before we get into that. I see a lot of people reacting to the podcast that Topuria did with Joe Rogan, and we're going to talk about it right now. A lot of different topics to talk about when it comes to that. You know, you even got, where's my lighter at? The main topic you even got of Joe Rogan talking about how he thinks the rules in the UFC should be different. He believes that if a person gets taken down and they can't get up, no matter what, even if there aren't any strikes being thrown, the fight should stay on the floor and the ref should not be able to step in. Man, where's my lighter? Hold on, you guys. I think I'm going to have to go to my car real quick and get my lighter real fast. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, we are back right here. We are back. All right, like I said, man, here we go. Shout out to everybody who's staying and watching, my boys. We're still waiting for the next fight to start. I believe it's Clay Collard versus Davies. And, hey, I'm excited to see Clay Collard fight. He's an absolute dog. Guy's been in wars with every single fighter you could think of. Here we go. All right, you guys, welcome to the MMA and Boxing Addict Show. My name is Alex Ramos. Usually, our lives are a little bit different than this. We're on the come up right now. We have Aaron Jeffrey, who's joining us live stream during the week. We're dropping breaking news. We're making music. I'm doing everything I can to try to make myself known in the UFC and boxing world. And guys, I hope you guys enjoy it, man. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you guys, this is for you. As we get back into some UFC talk, what should we talk about next? We'll talk about the Joe Rogan podcast right now with Topuria. Let me take my bowl. Here we go. And if you're wondering, the reason why I'm smoking out of a can right now, my friends, is because my bong just broke, man. I broke it the other day. Oh, my goodness. It's like my third bong in the damn week that I broke. Shout out to you, my boys. This is for you. goodness. My goodness, my boys. All right. All right. So, like what we're getting into, dude. Joe Rogan just recently did his podcast with Ilia Topuria. And in that podcast, Topuria was talking about his dislike towards Mighty Mouse. Now, I want to give my thoughts on that because I think it was a poor judgment on the way that Ilia Topuria looks at Mighty Mouse. So in that conversation, he told Joe Rogan that the reason why he doesn't like Mighty Mouse and the reason why he never loved him in the first place, number one, I could imagine it's because Mighty Mouse is a United States fighter. You know, he was representing America at the time. A dog of a fighter. Everybody knows what a Mighty Mouse is. But you being a Spaniard from Spain, first of all, you're already not connecting to a United States American champion as you should. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that when it comes to your culture and all that, you know, that comes first, and it becomes big. You know what I mean? And Leah has never had nothing like that. So I get why he doesn't like the Mighty Mouse. But the second thing that he said about the reason why he doesn't like Mighty Mouse is because of his name. He was like, how could you call yourself a Mickey Mouse? How could you call yourself a Mickey Mouse? The second I heard that his name was Mickey Mouse, I was like, ugh. I was like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would you call yourself a Mickey Mouse? First of all, Topuria, he is not calling himself Mickey Mouse. He is not saying that he is the damn freaking Mickey Mouse from Disneyland. Hi everybody, my name is Mickey Mouse. Not that dude, bro. He's not talking about that. It's Mighty Mouse. And the reason why he calls himself that is because he looks like a mouse, bro. Topuria. I don't get it. I think he's a little lost when it comes to that. You even heard Joe Rogan say, No. Like you're completely wrong when it comes. If that's why you don't like Mighty Mouse, it's because the name Mighty Mouse, you got it mixed up with Mickey Mouse, then you're just already hating, and you're just for sure already not a Mighty Mouse fan. I'm a Mighty Mouse fan, dude. Shout out to Demetrius Johnson, man. I like Mighty Mouse. I like his podcast. It's pretty sick. I see him taking shots of the liquor, and he's the type of dude that will take a shot even though he doesn't drink no more. He takes a shot and he goes, it gargles it in his mouth, and he goes like he's like water, bro. I can't even. If I try to gargle liquor, I would throw up all over this desk right now. I cannot gargle liquor, dude. I can't do it. But some other interesting topics, you guys, as we get ready for this next fight. Is it the entrance? I believe Clay Collard is making his entrance right now. But another interesting topic about that Joe Rogan podcast was when they brought up Canelo. Yeah, man. So one thing that I've been thinking about and I've been talking about it is the UFC should do some type of boxing tournament, man. Imagine if the UFC hosted a boxing tournament. I mean, nobody would even care. I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody. Nobody's going to get, why is the UFC doing a boxing tournament? You see guys doing boxing fights all the time, like celebrities jumping into boxing and just doing these random fagoozy, just random old freaking boxing fights, right? So I'm thinking, if you got all this going on right now, the Grand Prix, you got Turkey, you got this going on. Imagine if the UFC made a boxing league and it was a boxing tournament, Grand Prix style, between every division and 8 fighters, the top 8 fighters from every division. Bro, it would be crazy. The reason why I'm talking about that is because on the podcast, Topuria was talking with Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how growing up, him and his brother, they looked up to Canelo, bro. They loved Canelo. That's one thing that they worked on all the time, was when they was training all the time, they were training and acting like if they were Canelo. He claims he has the best boxing in the UFC. Yeah, you guys, it's Clay Collard next versus Alfie Davis. 32-year-old versus 33-year-old. 6 foot versus 5'11". So this is going to be a good fight. I think Clay Collard is going to get this fight. We're going to do live commentating for it right now, my friends, as we got Ian Parker doing his lock of the week bet. I got Clay Collard winning this fight. So let's see who Ian Parker thinks is going to win this fight. Did he just say Alfie Davis by KO or by decision? I think he said he got Davis to win by KO or by decision, my boys. Hey, I got Clay Collard winning. Come on, baby. Let's go, Clay. But yeah, man, I actually like Joe Rogan, dude. I like that podcast. If you guys check out my channels, I got some videos, some Joe Rogan videos, Joe Rogan reactions. Joe Rogan on Julio Cesar Chavez. This is my one video that got like 160,000 views. My only video. But it's just perfect, dude. It's pretty funny, man. But here we go, you guys. We're in the fight now, baby. Alfie Davis versus your ex-UFC fighter, Bellator, PFL, Clay Collard, man. I hope Clay Collard gets this win. What's going to be the next topic that we talk about right after these fights, you guys? We talked about Joe Rogan to Poirier, and we talked about Movsar Evloev. We talked about who Poirier should fight next. Should we talk about Islam and our predictions between Belal Muhammad and JDM? I think that's what we're going to get into. After this, we're going to get into our predictions for Belal Muhammad versus JDM, and we're going to talk Islam Makhachev. Here we go, guys. You guys can vote along with the judges now. Scan now, the TV says. It's not like it does anything, but that's cool. Here we go, guys. This is a super, super exciting fight right here, man. Clay Collard. Let's see what he could do. Here we go. They touch gloves. Both fighters in orthodox position, as if they're both right-handed. 1-2 from Clay Collard coming forward. He's the minus 250 favorite in this fight. Oh, Davis just landed a high kick right there, dude. Oh, beautiful 1-2-3 from Clay. Guys, Clay Collard had a couple boxing fights in his career. If you guys take a look at his tapology record, man, he fought in about 10 to 15 boxing matches. As Alfie Davis pushes Clay Collard up against the cage. Like and subscribe, my friends. Like and subscribe, guys. If you guys are new, I truly appreciate it, my boys. Here we go. Clay Collard reverses him now. He pushes Alfie Davis up against the cage. Nice little toe stomp right there. Clay's just holding him up against the cage and just toe stomping him. Boom. Boom. Wow, man. Beautiful toe stomp right there from Clay Collard. Hey, this is one thing that we all think of Clay Collard. We all think about his boxing. That's what we're always thinking about. But this guy has competed in UFC. This guy has competed in a lot of different organizations. Don't underestimate his wrestling, bro. As Alfie Davis pushes Clay Collard up against the cage now. Still in the same position right now, my friends. Alfie Davis finally lets go. All right, they're back to the middle of the ring as Clay Collard marches forward. Jab from Clay Collard. Oh, big right hand from Alfie Davis. Spinning back kick from Alfie Davis. Oh, beautiful body shots. This is a boxer versus kickboxer matchup all day, guys. Spinning back elbow. Alfie Davis just knocked out Clay Collard. He just knocked him out. Bro. Oh, Alfie Davis just knocked out Clay Collard. You guys, Alfie Davis just slapped Clay Collard. Clay Collard got hit with a spinning elbow. Are you kidding me? Hey. Choo, crazy. Exactly why we didn't make a prediction video for the PFL. Because at the end of the day, we can make our predictions as much as we want. But look at Clay Collard. He just did a cartwheel to show the ref that he's still good, but he got fucking finished bad. Like, bad, bro. He got dropped 3 times. He got dropped, boom. He's getting messed up, boom, boom. Bro. Amazing finish right there from Alfie Davis, guys, if you're barely tuning in. Phenomenal. Clay was just coming forward way too confident with his boxing style. Look at him. He coming forward with his hands down and Oh, that was a lucky shot, dude. That was a lucky spinning elbow. It didn't even look like Alfie Davis meant to throw that spinning elbow. It looked like he was just spinning. Nah, he did mean to throw it. He did mean to throw it. Okay. Yeah, you could tell the way he threw his body. He did mean to throw that. But Clay was like going in for a waist grab. And as he went in and he changes levels, right when he changes levels down, Clay Collard, Alfie Davis threw that spinning elbow and he literally ran into it with his head. Boom. And he just fell forward straight onto his head right there. And he got up a little bit and Alfie Davis just teed off on him. Big shots, dropped him again. Man, phenomenal win from Alfie Davis, you guys. Hey, phenomenal win. Guys, we're going to get into some more UFC talk right now. And then we're going to get into some boxing talk mixed with it, you guys. Jake Paul talk. We're going to talk about Logan Paul. I think is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul that's supposed to be taking on Anthony Joshua? Dude, I don't know if that's true. No, it is Jake. Jake says he's going to take on Anthony Joshua from boxing, the guy who just knocked out Francis Ngannou. Bro, let me go clean my son real quick. He just used the restroom. I'll be right back, my friends. Hold on, you guys, just cleaning my son real quick if you're barely tuning in. Hold on, you guys, cleaning my son real quick. All right, I'm back. Hey, one thing I want to talk about was yesterday, Joaquin UFC. He has a little YouTube channel, right? And he dropped he dropped the question on his channel, and I answered to it. And I got over doing it exciting, dude. I got over doing it excited because he hearted it. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, guys, I'm just some normal freaking kid, man, that's just trying to create something of myself. And you got Joaquin Buckley. I'm gonna show you guys the thing right now. Hearting my damn message and then responding, but he didn't respond to the next one. But I noticed that he doesn't ever give anybody a second response on their things. But look, let me show you guys right here. Oh man, I'm on the wrong phone right now. Actually, you guys, hold on. Yeah, I'm on the wrong phone, man. I gotta get my other phone. My other phone is the one that I'm logged into. I'm not logged into my YouTube channel. All right. So what happened was Joaquin Buckley posted a question like, what's more exciting right now? The current state of UFC champions or the current state of boxing champions? And I was talking about how I feel like the boxing champions are always they'll always be more popular, more there'll be more excitement to see a Gervonta Tank Davis fighter, or Canelo. Like the fights are just bigger overall. But UFC is consistently putting on better shows than boxing. They're consistently putting on better fights. They're always putting on top to bottom way more exciting cards. And that's what I put. And then he hearted it and he was like, oh, like hell yeah, I feel you. And then he was like, what do you think how do you feel about the undercards compared to each other? How do you feel about the undercards compared to each other between boxing and UFC? And what I said was 90% of the early prelims that the UFC puts on is 90% of it is 90% of the time it's more exciting than boxing undercards. It's been more exciting than boxing undercards in the last 20 years. But since Turkey has joined boxing, it's the only difference that I've been seeing. Turkey's the only man that puts a card and a good card on. Alfie Davis got the win by KO, by the way, my friends. But Turkey Al-Ashaki is the only guy that be putting on really, really good fight cards top to bottom. He's basically stealing what the UFC does. I know it. I know for a fact that Turkey Al-Ashaki looked at the UFC and said, that's how you run a business. That's what we're going to do in the Rahida season. They're already business partners, man. I mean, it just makes sense. And Turkey, I like what Turkey does too, because he makes the main events like $20. He makes these super, super crazy old cards, $20, bro, for the pay-per-view, which gets everybody to buy it, but at the same time, makes it super affordable when damn eggs are like $10 a fucking dozen and a gasoline's fucking $5 a gallon over here, man. And this is the first year where I gotta pay taxes, bro. I went to go do my taxes and I gotta pay $2,000 back to the government this year. My first year. Oh man, dude. I was so pissed off. Ridiculous. But yeah, you guys, if you're barely tuning in, Alfie Davis, man, he just got the win. He just KO'd Clay Collard. If you're new, baby, like and subscribe, you guys. We're gonna get into a new topic right now. We talked about Joe Rogan, Ilia Topuria. We talked about what did we talk about before that? I forgot what we talked about before that. What did we talk about before Topuria and Joe Rogan? We talked about Topuria and Islam Makhachev. Now I want to talk about Belal Muhammad and JDM. Who's watching right now? Let me know who you think is going to win in the comments between Belal Muhammad and JDM. Jack Della Melena. Do you think he's going to be able to beat Belal Muhammad coming out of, Khabib's team? I mean, dude. I mean, come on. Who do you guys think is going to win between Belal Muhammad and JDM? I'm going to give you my prediction right now. Let me get a drink of water, man. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to tell you who's going to win. Let me see. Hold on. There you go. I need some water for this one. I know who's going to win this fight. I'm putting money on it. Oh, you know what? This is perfect for damn. I wonder, man, I got this UFC. I got this UFC thing where I can put my cup in it. It looks fresh. I think, I honestly think, bro, Belal Muhammad's going to beat JDM. I think there's a lot of people that want JDM to win this fight, and I think he has great, phenomenal striking. I mean, this guy is so good at striking, dude. But I have a feeling that Belal Muhammad is going to be able to take this guy down and he's going to be able to control him. The only reason why I'm picking Belal Muhammad to win this fight, it's not the only reason, but it's the main reason, is because people doubt him. And I've noticed when you doubt him, he comes out. But the main reason is ever since he's trained with Khabib, we've noticed even a different level of grappling from Belal Muhammad. I mean, his grappling has been getting phenomenal, and his striking is looking good. It's actually looking good, dude. I thought he messed up Leon Edwards, bro. I thought his striking was actually good, bro. When he beat Leon Edwards, I thought he was teeing off on him. And that's crazy. Bro, I think Belal Muhammad goes into that fight with JDM and gets it down, takedown. But I know everybody's probably watching this right now saying, bro, JDM is going to win. JDM is going to win. I could see where hype and what's the other word? It's like a word that like Patty has it and Sugar Sean O'Malley had it on his weight coming up. I don't know if he has it anymore. But it's like this certain type of aura behind you where even if you think this guy is going to lose the fight, he is going to win because he was destined for him to win. It was destined. So, yeah, my friends. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking. I think Belal Muhammad is gonna win this fight, and I don't think we're gonna get Islam Makhachev. Oh wait. Okay, hold on. Something just tapped into my head right now, literally live, that I want to talk about. When Joe Rogan was live with Ilia Topuria, they were talking about how Dana White has been trying to make that fight. That Joe Rogan was talking to Dana White the other day. He was literally saying this to Aaliyah, that he was talking to Dana White the other day, and that Dana always tells him stuff, but he can't say anything. But what he brought up was they were talking about the welterweight division, and they were talking about Belal Muhammad and Islam Makhachev. Bro, it seemed like Joe Rogan was throwing hints out there that they're trying to make Belal Muhammad versus Islam. Now, there's videos of Khabib out there saying that this will never happen. That Khabib's literally saying, this is never going to happen, bro. We are never going to let friendship or titles get in between friendships. But I don't think Dana White cares. And I don't think the UFC cares. You see the way they treat Mosvar. You see what they do to the fans. You see what's going on all the time. I think it's very, very possible that we will be getting Belal Muhammad versus Islam if Belal beats JDM. Now, why do I think that's possible? It's like domino. It's like a domino effect, bro. Boxers do it all the time. When you're supposed to fight your mandatories, people are relinquishing their bouts so they can move up and they just don't have to fight anybody. Guys, I have a feeling that for the first time, I'm starting to notice something in UFC. I see Islam Makhachev. He might be trying to avoid a fight with Ilia Topuria. I don't know if it's him or his team, his coach, Khabib, but I have a feeling, because you see Khabib coming out saying that fight's not going to happen. That Islam already has fought 2 times against Alexander Volkanovski, and he's already gave a younger champion a shot twice. So why should he have to do it the 3rd time? Why? I really think that they don't want to make that fight happen. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense though, bro. It doesn't. I don't even know if I make sense saying it, because the fight is such a huge fight. Saying that the UFC doesn't want that fight for some reason, that don't make sense, because why wouldn't they want that? It's a huge fight. There's so much money behind that. I mean, dude, they could charge $100 the pay-per-view, and I guarantee you I'm still buying it. I think you could charge $120 and I might still buy it, bro. I don't even know. It's just that big of a fight. That's what I'm talking about. And I just don't understand why they haven't released nothing yet. And maybe they are soon, and maybe that's the fight we're going to get. But if it's not, like I said, if Belal beats JDM, for sure, if JDM beats Belal, we already all know. The next fight is coming up too, by the way, you guys. It's JJ Wilson versus Mads Bernal. I think JJ Wilson's going to win this fight, but it's going to be a good one. The Viking. Look at him walking out. He's always coming out with that Viking thing. But what was I talking about? I was on a rant right now, man. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I believe for the first time, like in boxing, Islam Makhachev, if JDM wins, I think he's going up, and this fight isn't happening, man. I think it might not happen. I think Islam is picking and choosing. I think he's finally that big of a fighter, and he's the UFC. I don't know if I don't know what's going on, man. But Islam Makhachev, what are you going to do? Topuria is on your ass. You got guys like Joe Rogan. I even dropped a breaking news video. I mean, not a breaking news video, reaction video of the PBD podcast sitting down with Ilia Topuria. And everybody's saying that they want that fight. That's the fight to make between in the UFC right now. Islam Makhachev and Topuria. So, for Islam, I mean, there's no running away, man. I say you beat this guy and you shut the whole world up and finally get over it. And then Islam, you go up to welterweight, because if JDM doesn't beat Belal, somebody will eventually beat Belal. And then it'll be exciting to see you go up to the welterweight division and test yourself, my friends, as Mads Bernal makes his entrance. My bad if I ranted for a minute. What's up, Bills? Are you DDC on top? What's up, Bills Bosby? Shout out to you, my boy. Hey, man, we're getting into it right now, bro. We're talking about Dana White. We're talking about Belal Muhammad versus JDM and Islam Makhachev. I have a feeling, dude, that Islam Makhachev doesn't want to fight Poirier, even though that's the biggest fight to make in the UFC right now. Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Poirier would be the biggest pay-per-view fight, I believe, since what? Conor McGregor, man. And what I'm talking about is I don't think Islam wants that fight to happen because you already see him saying that he's going to fight the winner between Belal Muhammad and JDM. If JDM beats Belal Muhammad, I guarantee you Islam Makhachev wants that bout. He's going to want to fight him, bro. He wants it. Why not? I think he could beat JDM, bro. He probably looks at him and thinks, I could take that food down any day. But Belal Muhammad, he says he will never fight him. There's Khabib's out there. You know, Khabib's the coach of Islam Makhachev. They're out there literally saying, and hey, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, but they're out there literally saying that that fight will never happen, at least of right now. They will not let titles get in between of friendships. And what I was thinking, bro, was that if you watch Joe Rogan sit down with Ilia Poirier, Joe Rogan was talking about how he was talking to Dana White and how they were talking about trying to set up a fight between Islam and Belal. I don't know if the UFC cares about the friendships, my friend. I think I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're not making the Islam versus Ilia fight, guys. I think Ilia Poirier is gonna fight against Charles Oliveira next, and then we'll see what happens. That's my prediction. I think Ilia is gonna fight Charles Oliveira. Hey, we're watching PFL right now too, my boys. JJ Wilson's about to fight Mads Burnell. So this is going to be a good one, man. We're going to take another bull too right now, my friends. Man, we were late on this card. We were late, dude. We were at work. I just seen you. Yeah, dude, the card started like at 2:30. I had to rush home, take a shower real quick, pick up my son, get my Taco Bell real quick, and now we're chilling, dude. But so far, it's been a good stream. We've been talking. We've been going on some good topics, man. What are we going to get into after this fight? I'm about to call this fight right now, but what are we going to talk about after this? Is Conor McGregor going to come back to the UFC? That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Conor McGregor, and is he going to come back to the UFC? Because I know his nose is getting crazy runny right now, you guys. Look at this. JJ Wilson immediately shoots for a double leg and doesn't get it. Mads Burnell does a great job of sprawling. Pushes him up against the cage as JJ Wilson reverses him. Now he's holding up Burnell up against the cage. Man. These are two high-level guys right here, you guys. These are two over-the-pond guys, too. You got Denmark versus Australia in here. Again, this is the PFL tournament. This is the new series tournament. In this tournament, it's way different than the 2024, 2023, 2022 season. Because if you guys remember, wow. Nice little waist grab right there. As Mads Burnell is trying to just shrug him to the floor right there. JJ Wilson does a good job. He's fighting those arms. Oh, nice little inside trip from Burnell. He brings him to his knees for a second, and he's grabbing the fence. JJ Wilson was grabbing the fence right now. Mads is just controlling him right now. Mads Burnell is controlling JJ up against the cage. But yeah, the PFL this year, we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first round. Wow. As Mads Burnell just trips him on the floor right there, you guys. Nice little takedown. Now he's in half guard. Half guard position as JJ Wilson throws elbows off the back. He's on his back right now. Burnell's trying to, it looks like he's trying to make his way into a little dart. Look at this. Hold on, you guys. My dogs are fighting. I got these little puppies, man. They're all throwing down out there, dude. All right, you guys, here we go. So Mads Bernal is still holding Wilson up against the cage right now. They were just all barking right now. One of them was getting fucked up. I was like, hey, had to stop it. Oh, that was my son. I thought I heard somebody's. All right, here we go. Mads Bernal still holding JJ Wilson up against the cage. So far, he has about 2 minutes of control time. There hasn't been much striking, and Bernal has been winning this fight. So if you got money on Mads, man, you're doing phenomenal. And again, Aaron Jeffrey, we had him on an interview about 2 weeks ago leading up into this event. Backyard squabbles. Hella funny. Man, bro, you wouldn't even believe it. She had 8. This has been wild out there, man. But we got rid of 4 of them already. And, big uppercut. Big left hook right there from JJ. Oh, he's fucking up Mads. Oh, uppercut. He's pushing Mads Bernal up against the cage. Uppercut, left hook. Oh, my God. Front kick from JJ. Oh, JJ. Oh, jab. 1-2 from JJ Wilson. Absolutely. Let me call my girlfriend off this phone. She's calling me right now. Hold on. She's calling me off the phone that I'm live on right now. Hold on. I'm trying to watch these fights, man. Oh, she has my phone, huh? Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, check that. Look at it. All right, hold on. All right, let's see what she says. Oh, look at that. JJ Wilson takes Mads Bernal down, my friends. Hello? You trying to call me right now? Oh, yeah. I have the phone on the live right now. My bad. Yeah, because the card started early. I didn't even know. I thought it was starting at 4. It started like at 2, so I was like, damn. So right when I got home, I had to go live. Yeah. What happened? No, why? You're already off work? Oh, you got off early? Oh, I could go pick you up if you want me to go pick you up. Okay, all right, so what are you doing? You're just waiting? Or... Okay, I'm going to go pick you up right now. I'm going to hurry. Okay. Damn. All right, you guys. So my girl barely got her license. She hasn't even got her license yet. She barely got her car. She told me I got to go pick her up, man. You guys want to come or what? Damn, I know everybody's going to leave, man. I know everybody's going to go. Angel, we got to go, man. We got to go pick up mom right now. Hold on. We could get into some UFC talk right now. If you guys leave, I understand, man. But hey, we got to go pick up my girl real quick. This is an emergency. Angel, put on your sandals. Let's go. Hurry, we got to come back because we're trying to watch some PFL, man. And dad's doing live commentating and mom's messing it up right now, man. So let's go. Again, I'm a father, man. And the times, it's Friday. Wasn't expecting to do the stream today. But hey, here we go. Hold on. All right, let's go. All right, man. Oh, yeah, so like I was saying earlier, though, Aaron Jeffrey, hold on, let me make sure my door's locked. Let me see. Like I was saying earlier, Aaron Jeffrey, he fought on the PFL earlier against Murad Ramazanov. Hold on, Angel. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Come on, Angel. All right. Okay. I go. Oh, yeah. So Aaron Jeffrey fought against Murad Ramazanov in the PFL earlier in the middleweight division. We had an interview with him about, if you're barely tuning in too, you guys, we're on our way to go pick up my girlfriend from work real quick. We're doing the live stream, live commentating for the fights, but we had an emergency, so I got to go pick her up real quick. Hold on. But like I was saying, Aaron Jeffrey fought earlier, and I was texting him literally yesterday. I was literally texting Aaron Jeffrey yesterday, and I was telling him, hey, man, I hope you win. And I literally was telling him, like, hey, believe in yourself, and you got this, bro. When I had him on the interview, I was trying to hype him up, bro. I was like, hey, bro, I don't know about you, but I'm super excited for your fight coming up because you're fighting for $500,000, man. I want to see some excitement. The people want to see excitement out of you. People are putting money on the line to see you. And then he started laughing. He started getting all crazy and stuff. Guys, he told me he's coming back on. We were texting yesterday. I said, hey, if you win your fight tomorrow, my friend, will you be back on with us for another live interview during the week this week? And he confirmed, yes. And guys, Aaron Jeffrey got the win. He already got the win tonight. So he's moving on to the semifinals in the PFL, where it's not going to be taking place at Universal Studios. So if you know, this year's PFL is so far, all the fights have been taking place at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, which is amazing if you got money to go to Florida, because god damn, that's sick, dude. I mean, I couldn't even imagine going to Florida and going to Universal Studios, but at the same time going to go watch some fights. Wow. The semifinals and the finals will not be at Universal Studios. They're still going to be in Florida. They're still going to be in Florida, my friends. But it's going to be at arenas. And it's going to be super exciting to see Aaron Jeffrey, because the reason why is because now that he's in the semifinals, I believe he's going up against the winners out of Dalton Rosta, a man that he already beat, and Sadabu Sai. Now, Sadabu Sai, he's a great guy, but he's just a striker, man. And the thing about that matchup is I think Aaron Jeffrey could take him down, man. I think Aaron Jeffrey could take Sadabu Sai down, and I think he could win that fight. And he's already beat Dalton Rosta, who's a relentless, come-forward, young fighter in the PFL right now, man. So like I was saying, man, I'm excited to see what Aaron Jeffrey does. I'm excited to see what happens with him, as we are on the road right now to go pick up my girlfriend from work. Then we're going to be right back doing the live commentating, baby. 3 likes. Hey, I love it, baby. Hit the like button and subscribe. I was going to leave the live session, but I'm not. I'm taking you guys with me, my friends. We're going, man. I'm right here. Don't worry. I got the eyes on the road. Yes, sir. Boom. I got to go pick up my girlfriend for work, my friends. That's what we're doing right now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me hook my mic back up. Let me hook my mic back up. Whoa. All right. A couple of other things I wanted to talk about. If you guys weren't familiar with the PFL, in the last couple of seasons, they were doing things differently. It was like a league, kind of like a football league, where it was if you won your fight, you received 3 points, right? If you won by first round knockout, then you would receive an extra 3 points. If you won by second round knockout, or by by third round knockout, then et cetera, to an extra 1 point. If you did not win your fight, then you would get 0 points, which I thought was bullcrap. Because if you were, let's just say you were Khabib, and you weren't finishing fighters every single fight, but you were relentlessly beating the crap out of them, and they were all going to decision, it didn't matter. If so-and-so got a first-round knockout, but he still sucked, and he fought somebody who sucked, he was going to get more points than you, therefore have a better shot of making the playoffs. So, this, which I thought was bullcrap, this year is different, man. Let me lower my window down real quick. Oh, nah, it's going to make a bunch of noise. Let me turn on my AC real quick. It's one and done. There's 8 fighters, you guys. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 2 on the other side of the bracket. If you win, you move on to the semis. If you lose, your season is done. Just like that. You take home, I don't know what, 10 or 15 grand. That's it, and you're done. I don't know how much these PFL fighters are getting paid. Does anybody know in the chat how much a PFL fighter is getting paid for their first round tournament winnings? That's something that I do not know. What is the price? What is the winnings for your first round winning? I got to ask Aaron Jeffrey. That's what I'm going to ask him. That's what I'm going to ask Aaron Jeffrey during the week, my friends. Hey, if you're barely tuning in, we are doing live commentating for PFL, my friends, middleweight versus and lightweight divisions. But I had to go pick up my girlfriend from work real quick. It's an emergency. She said she's waiting. Her mom was supposed to pick her up, but they let her off early. I said, you know what? Let's bring everybody with me. Let's go on the road. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, my friends. Hey, and if not, I appreciate you guys watching anyways. You guys subscribe to the channel, as we are almost there, man. We're almost there. We got to see what's going on. What's going on with Masber now? Who's winning that fight, guys? All right. Another thing that I want to talk about. Is Conor McGregor going to return to the UFC? That is the question. Is Conor... Oh, come on, man. What are you doing? Is Conor McGregor going to be returning to the UFC? You seen Joe Rogan and Leah Taporia making their predictions on it, and Joe Rogan was saying that he doesn't think Conor McGregor is ever going to come back to the UFC. Taporia was saying that he does think he is going to come back. And I get why Aaliyah was saying that. I think because Aaliyah's a fighter himself, and I think he knows the excitement that comes off of fighting, and I think he knows like the personality that Conor McGregor has. Maybe he should come back to the UFC. Just him being who he is. I could see him coming back to show everybody who he is and the dog that he is. But Joe Rogan was saying that he likes to play with his nose, man. That's what he was saying. Joe Rogan was literally saying straight up that he likes that cocaina in his nosaina a lot, bro. And hey, everybody knows Conor McGregor probably does do coke. Now, I didn't know if it's 100% or not. Who knows? But for sure, I think Conor McGregor does cocaine, my friends. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a tough one to kick. That's a tough one to kick if you're just completely having fun in life right now, and you're partying, and you're doing that. You know what I mean? But I think for the money, I mean, come on, Conor. When I had my son, I remember I was doing cocaine a lot back in the days, my friends. I'm not saying anybody do that. But, yeah, man, before I had my son, dude, we were doing cocaine. We even tried speed, basically crystal meth a couple times. I got a lot of stories to tell you guys about me, man, when it comes to my days. You know, there was times where people literally told me that they seen me in the middle of the street at 2 o'clock in the morning with my shirt off, and it was raining. And they're telling me to get in the car, and I'm trying to fight them, bro. And I don't even remember this, dude. I remember waking up in people's yards trying to break into their cars. I remember this one time, bro, when I don't know what happened. I took 3 Xanax. I did a bunch of cocaine, and I took a pill, this other type of pill. And all I know is I woke up in this person's yard in where I live. And I don't even know this person. I woke up in their yard. And this is how I woke up. What I remember, I just remember I thought I was trying to get into my car. I thought it was my car, bro. I thought I was trying to open my door handle, and I hear somebody say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then I didn't lift up my head, like I didn't hear what they said. And then the guy says, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And then I pick up my head and I say, "I'm trying to get in my car." And the fool says, "What the fuck you mean?" And then I look down, and it's not even my fucking car, bro. And it was in somebody's fence parked. I remember I snapped out of it, like right when he said that, and I looked down on my car. I looked back at him and I said, "What the fuck?" And I fucking jumped the fence and I started running. I was like, "Fuck that!" But bro, yeah, dude. So like I said, I understand, you know, Conor McGregor, he's a millionaire. He's doing that cocaine now. He's out there partying. Hit the like button too, my friends. Hit the like button. Once I found out I was going to have my son, I completely changed my life, dude. When it came to work, I started coming to work. I started trying to be a better man. You know, I moved my family out. Me and my son and my wife, we finally got a place. I was grinding for years. My girl finally got a job, but I was grinding for years, man. And yeah, man. So now we're here doing UFC and PFL live commentating. But that's where we're going. Conor McGregor, I think for $2 million, possibly if he returns, that's how much money Conor McGregor will get paid. Bro, I don't know. Maybe because of his proper 12 already, he feels already rich enough. My bad if I'm sitting all like crazy and shit too. It's because it's kind of hard to talk and drive at the same time and do this. But we're almost here. Guys, I'm almost here picking up my girlfriend away. I'm literally a minute away. So right when I get here in the car, then we're 10 minutes back to the pad where we're going to take a bowl and go back to the fights, my friends. Fabian Edwards versus Impa Constantinaze. in the fucking main event today, which is gonna be super exciting. But yeah, so Conor McGregor, is he gonna return? If he could kick the cocaine addiction, I think he should return. But I don't know, man. This guy's been dealing with sexual assault charges. If you guys don't know, he just got charged for sexual assault with some female and his partner that went down in the hotel room. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know how females be. I don't want to get in trouble on you, but hey, you know how females be, where you're rich as hell, sleep with you, and the next thing you know, you wake up in the morning and it's rape. I don't know if that's how this went down, and I don't know if maybe Conor McGregor is just a loco fool. I see him at some of those motorcycle car clubs when he looks like one of those white supremacists. Maybe Conor McGregor's a wife beater, man. Maybe Conor McGregor likes to beat on women. Hold on, let me find my girlfriend. She should be around here somewhere. Oh, there she is. All right. What's up? What's up, little mama? What's up, shawty? Shit. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Guys, we're 10 minutes away from